world, we have to remember that our parents had parents too. We said that in the last
Yeah.
interview. They have to
Mm-hmm.
put a defensive wall to protect them. Us, let's talk about us as kids. Okay, when our parents don't know how to be parents, okay, and we were very sensitive, we just feel the world. Okay, we have to put walls, protective walls around us in order to survive in this world. The problem is that when we grow up, those protective walls that we put them rightfully becomes our jail. We don't know how to get out of it. Out of it.
Yeah. And that, of course, shows up when we're trying to be intimate with a partner.
Yes, like for example, um, let's say someone, because of this and that experience, they believe that they are not worthy of love. This is a filter that they continue their life with. So the
Mm.
problem with core belief is that it has to be right. So every time we will look for things and events that will prove us that we are not loved, or if we feel rejected. You know, somebody can go into, I don't know, dining room, let's say high school, okay? And a group of
Mm-hmm.
friends sits, and as they come to the table, they stop talking. So immediately, if he has that
Mm.
core belief, if you think, wow, they're probably talking about me, they don't want me to hear,
Mm-hmm.
right? Somebody
Yeah.
else that doesn't have that belief will come, hi guys, how are you? I'm going to get it. Do you want? We would not see that. We
Yeah.
would not see that
It
at
wouldn't
all.
register. It wouldn't trigger them
No,
in
it
any
wouldn't
way.
register because,
Yeah.
so let's say, for example, a woman will meet a man whom she really, really likes, and he has the potential to love her. So there will be three stages. Let's say that woman has a core belief that she experienced love as rejection and abandonment. Okay? This
Mm-hmm.
is her core belief. This is her filter that she sees and, let's say, feels the world through that core belief. We have several, but there are two major ones that I will talk about. That's how she experienced. So let's say she grew up, she met someone, she will go through three stages. I will tell them and then I will explain. The first one is select,
Okay.
the second one is provoke, and the third one is distort. That means that she will select someone that really has the potential to love her. Okay? But because we have an unconscious core belief that, experience love as abandonment, somehow in the back of her mind, she's waiting for him to leave. She doesn't believe really that he will stay with her. So the first stage, she selected well. Now let's say she's with him, let's say they move together, okay? She goes to the second stage, which is provocation. She will start little things that she provokes to test his love. Of course, she does it unconsciously. For example, he likes to be on time. She will be late 5 minutes. Then what's the big deal? Or he likes, everything to be neat and tidy, and she will make sure that it's not. Little provocations like that. If he stays, she goes to the third stage, which is distortion of reality. In distortion of reality, you said you did. I said I did. What are you talking about? It's all in your head. I know you did. I know you did. Okay? Until he leaves. Once he leaves, what would she say to herself? I knew it. I had a feeling that this would happen. I knew it doesn't love me. I knew it from the beginning that he didn't really love me. So
Oh my gosh.
this is
Avishag,
something
it sounds
that
hopeless.
hopeless. Yeah, this is someone that has to be very conscious of how they
Yes.
behaving, what they're doing, and why. So core belief, by the way, we talked about working with the mind, understanding, and working with the body. Core belief can only get out if we work with the body. It went in through the body, it will go out that way. That's why experiential
Hmm.
work is really major in my work.
Yeah.
Mm.
That is fascinating.
Yes. And this
S-
comes, remember, we talked about the walls that we put to protect
Yeah.
us. This is kind of protection unconsciously. How do
It's
we know?
unbelievable how complex we are.
We
How
are.
complex we
Sometimes
are.
I'm sure you met intellectual people who emotionally behave like little kids, right? Has nothing to do with their capacity, their mind capacity to their emotional reaction, because it has nothing to
Yeah.
do with intelligence. It has to do with the
Yeah.
first 7 years.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes perfect sense.
Yes.
So when you run into these core beliefs, and I know that you see them with all couples. So what are some of the ways you help couples, see these core beliefs and improve their relationships through working with this?
Okay, I'll give an example from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, a couple came, really no sex for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and the major feeling in their relationship is anger. 40 years, they're 30
Mm,
years together. This is the major feeling. They always fight. Anger is so. Anger is sort of defense mechanism. Why? Because when I'm angry, I don't have to talk to you. I disconnect. I have
yeah.
a good reason to disconnect, and that's happening for many years in their lives.
Mm,
And that also comes from inability to listen to each other, to express feelings, because he said she always blames me. So he shuts down
yeah.
instead of really expressing my feelings. This is how I feel. It's really important. Semantics is really important in a relationship, how you
Yeah.
express it. So communication skills is basics in relationship. You have to know how to communicate your feelings. And as I said before, emotions are such a vulnerable place in our lives, because
Mm,
when we say the truth, we tell the truth, we express ourselves, some people don't want us because they're not ready, because they can contain us, because
yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
other option. I have to live true life of my own. This is my life. This is who I am. Take it at face value.
So, Avishag, I know that you see lots of couples. Can you tell us what is the most common reason that couples seek your guidance?
um, Most common reason I can say, you know, some just want to know what they don't know. That means everything is okay. They have a good communications. They have intimacy. They have good sex, and they just want to know what else there is there that they don't know. Okay, and those are easy to work with. Some people come because they don't have passion anymore. Let's say this is two biggies are communications and lack of passion.
Yeah.
These are the reasons that people come. But how can you be passionate when you're angry? How can you be passionate when you're frustrated? Sex is like food. Sometimes
Yeah.
fast food, okay, it does the job. But we're talking about the gourmet. We're talking about a spiritual experience. We're talking about unity. We're talking about you becoming one breath, one movement,
Mm,
one. This is the only place that you can experience oneness, not conceptually, but experientially.
mm.
This is
That's,
the only
yeah.
place that through experience you can understand it. And you can't get to that level of gourmet sex, as I call it, if you have your foot on the brakes.
Yeah.
So lack of passion, lack of love making skills, lack of communication, lack of expressing your feelings, and lack of listening. Just be
Yeah.
there and listen.
Mm.
Just give me space.
Listening.
See
Yes,
me.
listening is one of the most important skills I think that people have lost is really, really learning how to listen also without judging as you're listening is a very, very hard skill for a lot of people I've noticed. And it's something I've
Also,
had to work on myself.
love making skills.
Yes.
69% of the women don't get to vaginal orgasm. One
Yeah.
of the reasons, as we said today, we have statistical data that the average woman needs 12 minutes from the moment of penetration in order to reach an orgasm.
Yeah.
So a
But
man
yeah.
has to prolong his ejaculation,
Mm-hmm.
and let's say a characteristics of control for women is also blocking orgasmic abilities.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
Yeah, absolutely.
subjecting skills, communication skills has to be learned. We think we know.
Yeah.
People
No,
watch
we haven't.
porno. This,
We weren't taught. We weren't taught properly how to love make without a doubt. And
yeah.
I just want to mention in terms of your online offerings, because we have to wrap up here, that
Okay.
you are seeing couples online and
Yeah.
also doing training sessions for potential practitioners,
Yeah.
and of course also individuals.
Yeah.
Does that sum it up in terms of your online offerings now in
Yes.
the Corona
Right now,
times?
the current time I do it in Zoom, on Zoom.
Yes. Yeah.
Otherwise, it will be elsewhere. But right now, only on Zoom, private sessions for singles, for couples, and for future practitioners.
Fantastic. So, Avishag, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us on Divine Couples.
Thank you. Thank you
My,
so much, Naomi.
my pleasure. So if you would like more information about Avishag HAYA CASPI, you can visit www.haya, hayacaspi.com. Visit Avishag's social media page at Avishag HAYA CASPI on Instagram. Thanks again for being with us on Divine Couples. Feel free to check us out at www.divine-couples.com, and our social media page on Instagram is at divine.couples, adding intimacy, passion, and healing to your lives. Thanks for joining us on Divine Couples. I am your host, Naomi Slater.
Join us next time to continue your journey in exploring the depths of your life force energy. Until then, this has been your host, Naomi Slater. If you have any more questions on this subject, feel free to reach out. Follow her on Instagram at divine.couples. And to see all of her offerings, visit her website at theworldwideweb.divine-couples.com.